A first down throw for Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield going right side here, and that's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Mayfield. A quick pass here to Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another London first down.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered.
And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Gain of 6. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to the game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Falcons take.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Mayfield sacked.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
3-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. For 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And touchdown! A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Out. 4th down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Back at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield has got Hooper on the short connection and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Mayfield down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play.
On third down, Wilson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll run it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost them a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Hurry! Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Regular.
Here's Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hit, 20. Alert. Hey, we got a seal. I got one.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
At the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Let's go.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
At the 25-yard
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, check back, check back. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check back.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 7.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The kicker on for the...
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being...
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Welcome back now here in London. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Room to run inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Monarchs 65. Falcons nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Mac Wilson on the tackle.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
The give to the fullback on the dive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This will be fielded at the 17. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1st down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 44-yard
The lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2.
They got it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The defense can stop it twice.